Good morning, fellow YouTubers. So today I find myself, I want to change this rear section as it doesn't flow with the rest of the car. This car that's pretty much beaten to hell and back. I mean, if you come look here, you'll see the rear, there's not much left, and the floors, there wasn't much left. Anyhow, that's why we decided, because this was a parts body, for panels and stuff, that's parts. We decided, you know what, I can't chuck this in a scrap. Let me change it from a 4-door sedan into a 2-door coupe. So now I've got a back section from a 48 Chevy 4-door sedan that I'm gonna join in here. But first things first, I need to cut a bit because I want to see how it matches up with this, and must I tilt it a bit more or bring it up a bit more for the look. But first I need to chop this so I can get rid of its axis. Like you can see, it's also pretty much toast. That's why we decided to chop this car. Okay, let me get cracking. Okay, let me explain what I'm doing first. I'm chopping it here, giving myself enough meat if I need to bend this over, roll it a bit over, or if I need to cut this and join it straightly. That's why I'm giving myself a bit of meat on top of the mud guard. Let me quickly just change discs. I know there's no way that boot section opening would match up with this, but we can try. Let's see how far off we are. At least I know this thing is rotten, so I can lob this all out and fix it, which I'm probably gonna do anyway. Okay, I'll chop that just now to this side. Okay, it should be pretty much loose. Okay. Okay, there's a small corner there. Okay, let me liberate this car from this back section. There we go. Now I can see how this is going to work out. Man, that's going to be close on the line. Gonna have to add a bit of metal in there. Just get my vice grips. See something here. Okay, I tacked it just in place, a couple of spots just to hold it. And just switch off this machine. Let me see. I want to bring this down a bit. Also, I actually like how this is looking, but I need to bring it down a bit more at the back section. So let me, small amounts, just bring it down. This side also, I'm going to bring it a bit down. We'll play with that to get it to shape. But yeah, it's about where I want it. Like I say, this lip I might take it out, or I might just cut everything and join it all together. It's anyway going to be a custom boot lid. Okay, there we are. First things first, I need to get that to shape first. Alright, gonna have to lop this off like I thought and take it from there. Alright, let me just give it a tack on the inside to hold it, so I can play with the metal and get the metal to line up a bit more on top first, before I start playing with the sides. I'll probably end up chopping this inside section off anyhow later. Now it's just to hold it for me in place. Should be sufficient. Okay, let me start playing with it a bit. Let me give it a bit more lip. Because see, this wasn't the same car. The sections do differ where they were cut. So I've got to play and match for now, because I'll zip cut it and I'll weld it properly. This is basically what we're going towards. Then I'm going to lob that off and we're going to join this together. Just first things first, play with this a bit. But okay, I'll play with it from here out, as I want to relieve the metal, because this gotta want to relieve the metal a bit. So I'd rather play with it so I can push that excess metal outwards. This should be okay without bowing. We start playing with it. Just gonna maybe give it a tack. We might grind off later, just to hold it so we can play it on both sides. Okay, just tack it. I'll probably cut those tacks a little later, but just a tack so I can play with it. All right, start shaping and playing. First things first, just get it to there. I want to also thank you, Dion, from Red Indian Customs here in South Africa, for donating me this back section. Like you see, it does work. Like you said to me, you think it would. Perfect. We'll just smooth it out and pull it a bit here and there. It should be perfect then. There we go. See, the gaps are already closing. I'm gonna have to put filler rod in here, as I didn't cut this. I got it like that. But that's not a train smash. For me now is to figure this out, which I think I'm gonna cut off, and we'll put plate in if we must. Alrighty then. Alright, what I decided I'll do now, I'll use the bottom panel as a template and cut it on the inside on this line, that I can join it here, and it should be perfect then. We'll concentrate on this later because I need to put a plate in everything. But first, today, we want to just tack it and get it all shaped up. Okay, let me have a look. It's gonna be perfect. Let me just now let me give it a series of tacks to line the body with this and close the hole we just made. Okay, start on one end because this will match up with that, and we'll get it to where we want it. Later on, I'll quickly grind it clean and weld it full. Tacks are now just to keep this thing together because I don't know where I'm going to cut it. All this is going as we're moving along. That's why. All right. Let me see. You relief cut it a bit, playing with it as we go. And that, just get a hammer to push it. Contact. Well, like you can see, that's what we're going for. The profile. Just a series of tacks, not to get too much heat on us. And some crud on the inside, just seems like it wants to burn a bit. This will close up like that, it's nothing. This will zip cut to get it perfect, to line it perfect. Now, I need to start concentrating on what I'm going to do here. I'm thinking I'm going to give it a series of pie cuts, bend it close, and also cut it according to the lip. This I'll weld up, no problem. Okay, because we're working with a rounded surface, I'm going to pie cut and bend it down. I tried to work it towards a line, but there we go. There we go. Basically what we're after. Trying to get it like that. Then I'll probably tack them down here, pie cut them, zip cut them, and then join it up like I did on the top there. I wonder, maybe I should just give it tacks inside. Let me see something. I can work it bit by bit, clamp it with a vice grip. Okay, cut this quickly inside, lob that on, and we'll go bit by bit. Okay. Now I can just clamp it again and tack it in place. Just pressing it to make sure it's flush. There we go. Let me tack that in place and I'll go bit by bit. Just tap this a bit. This I'll probably zip cut again and just tack because it's not how I want it. Okay, we do the next section. Similar principle, clamp it, cut it, weld it. Same principle, clamp it, cut it, tag it. Then we get our bead, our line that we want. I think I'm gonna just take a bit of meat out of here also because I want it round. I don't want any curves to it or squares. Just put this on. That's it. As like I said, I need to go fetch my little hammer quickly, but I want this round. I don't want this lip on it. There we go. Now I've shaped it a bit. Now let me quickly cut this one also. And this is making an edge I don't like. Just panel beat it a bit. It's better. Let me just knock it a bit here. That's it. Basically what I want. Just get this hammer set out so we can cut this. Here we go. Let me tack weld that in. Like you can see it taking the shape I want now basically. I just wanna, before I tack weld, there we go, getting my way, getting my shape I want, because we want to get it. There used to be a ridge, basically just in that ridge, but around, one around that ridge out, being custom and all that also. Okay, next one, same principle. Just do that. Use a G-clamp or I can't. No, it's not gonna work either. Now I wanna get in here. Just get my little screwdriver, or bigger one. I'm gonna have to lob off this section because I can't get my vice grip inside there anymore. You just quickly do that. That's it. That should be perfect. Then we'll just knock that in. Right. And that. And that. That should be according to that line. Back it up. Alright, now that I know it's not going anywhere, I quickly shape it with my small hammer. And then we just zip cut that. Let me just play with it a bit. I think that's perfect. Now it's just to cut that. All right. Let me pull all this together and see how we end up with our 1937 custom coupe. Okay, now to pull this close, like I said, I didn't think that's gonna match, knowing the mathematics behind it, but I can get this to match. Ain't a train smash at all. Just open this fast grip up a bit. All right, let me play with this edge. I'll chop that out just now. A bit more, bit more. Let me just chop this. That I tagged it previously to hold it for me out completely. Yeah, it's alright. Not 100% how I wanted that slope, but it'll do. Because then I had to extend it further. I didn't really want to extend this car. Okay, for in case there's enough tension here, I just want to just give strong tacks, take this tension out. Right. Now, let me start closing these gaps on top here. I need to pick this up. Yeah. Let me go and get my jack. Let me get the jack to jack that panel up straighten it here and start tacking it together there. Right, let me just sort this out. Pump it a bit more. Sort this rusty panel out. Like you all know, this is our cheap frills, cheap budget little car that we're customizing just to show we can. I wonder something. Can't I pull this roof closer? Also, even if it's overlapping. I think no, it's gonna stop me there. Okay, that's nothing to weld close if I really have to. I just preferred it a bit better. Would have been perfect to get the same color, the same rear end to go on here, but we don't always have those luxuries. You're not gonna pull it, that I can promise you. Okay, I'll weld it. Not an issue then. We start here and play with it. Okay, should be strong enough so I can start pulling the next. Here's a big old hinge bracket here, causing me not to be able to really panel beat this. But yeah, we'll get there. A lot of welding. Like I say, we ain't afraid of steel. Steel's a thing, you can cut it, you can weld it. I'll probably put a piece of plate inside and weld it double beams or double seam, making it also quite a bit stronger. Just line this up. All right, that basically our coupe roof is gonna be. Okay, now we come to the middle and line this part so I can tack weld this part together. That's why I brought my trusty old jack. It's flush. We'll play. Move to this side. And that's basically how it's done. A series of tacks to hold the car together. And then we'll get filler rod, just a piece of wire, and weld the whole shebang together. Let me just line this and play with it also, just to there we go. Right. Well, basically, there you have it. I need to finish off the right hand side like I did the left. Thank you everybody for watching. To bring more content on this rusty piles of junk, please like and subscribe. Let me show you how we build these things on a budget as cheap as possible. Peace out everybody.